Shalom Aleichem, welcome to Assyrian Dishes Gardening. I'm Julian and today I'll be showing you how to grow parsley from seed in a container. These seeds were given to me by my fellow YouTuber friend Moses of Zata Gardens. So let's start gardening. These are the equipment that you will need to sterilize and sanitize your growing equipment before you start planting. You will need a 1 litre spray bottle with water, 100% cold pressed neem oil, some dishwashing liquid, seed starting containers, trays, boiling water, some gardening shovels, plastic containers, seed starting mix, and some earthworm castings. To make the neem oil sanitizer, add 2 capfuls of the neem oil and 2 drops of the dishwashing liquid and shake. You will need to spray in each of the containers, inside and under, and your trays to prevent fungus gnats. To sterilize your seed starting mix, you will need a container. Add about 10 litres or 3 gallons of seed starting mix. It's in the big container. Mix it around a bit. Break it up. Because your soil is dry, you will need to moisten it, and to sterilize it, you need to add boiling water. Do not use garden soil from outside because it contains bacteria. Always use seed starting mix. Your soil needs to be moist, but not too moist that it's too wet. Just needs to be just right, just like a cookie dough. Let it sit for a while, for about 5 minutes, so the boiling water sterilizes the soil. Then you will need to add 1 cup of worm castings to your seed starting mix to give it that extra nutrients, and 2 teaspoons of neem oil. Mix it all together and your seed starting mix is ready. These are the equipment you will need to start your seeds. You will need the sterilized seed starting mix, shovel, seed starting containers, trays, your seeds, neem oil spray, ground cinnamon, and some labels. First thing you need to do, check that your containers have drainage holes. The water doesn't stay inside your containers to prevent root rot. Some containers like these you can use as the oven baking dishes. You just need to make holes in them. Make sure to have drainage holes in your trays and add the seed starting mix. Pat down. I love parsley, so I'm going to grow a lot of parsley. Put some soil on top. Add the label. Spray with the neem oil. Sprinkle with cinnamon to prevent fungus gnats and mold. And there you have it. These are the equipment you will need to make a grow light box and how to use a heat mat. You will need a clamp light, a light bulb which has 1600 to 3000 lumens and 4500 to 6500 Kelvin. You will need a heat mat and a 66-litre plastic container which has a lid. You will also need a cardboard box to lift the trays of your plants to be close to the clamp light, and you will need a marker and a box knife. The first thing you need to do is to disassemble the clamp light. Draw with a marker the point where you're going to put the clamp light to hold the edge of your lid and the center. From the center all the way to the lid, mark a line using the light. In the center, you're going to draw a circle or a square outline where you're going to cut the lid. Using a box knife, cut. So I've made a square cut in the middle to place the light globe. I've made another small cut in the middle for the spring, for the opening of the spring. Going down the slit, I've made another slit on the edge of the lid for the clamp light to hold on. I've put the light shade back on, screwed it in. Now we're going to screw in the light globe. I've plugged the power point. This is how it should look like. I'm going to place the heat mat at the bottom of this container. Originally I was going to put a box underneath, but I don't need to because the container of the seeds are high enough for the grow light to reach. So I'll just demonstrate. I put my seedlings inside on top of the heat mat. Put the lid on top. The light reaches the seedlings. If it was too low, I would put a box underneath to reach the light. Keep the seedlings inside the grow box for 18 hours with the grow light on and 6 hours off, and keep the heat mat on all day. Today I'll be giving you a 1-week growth update on our seedlings. I needed some extra equipment, so I'll let you know what they are. I wrapped around some aluminium foil all around the grow light box and I taped it on the sides just to give it that extra light inside to reflect. Where my place is in the basement, it's a bit cold and not too much light comes in, so this helps it out. I also got 2 feet light fixtures, grow lights, with a T5 light bulb and stand, which has 6500 Kelvin, which is full daylight. So I just wanted to let you know where I got these LED lights. I got these LED lights from Walmart. You can get them from any department store. They are 1600 lumens and 5000 Kelvin. I'm going to be making another grow light box for my other vegetables that I'm planting. I got this one from Amazon, which is 1600 lumens with 6500 Kelvin. This is the heat mat that I got from Amazon. I'll put all the links in the description box. These are the 2 types of T5 grow lights that I bought, which were from Walmart and one was from Home Depot, or you can get them at any gardening supply stores. This one's called the Jiffy Hydro Grow Light. It has the T5 light bulb with a stand. And this is called the Mackenzie Grow Light. It has the same thing, the T5 light bulb and the stand. It's very easy to assemble. Put them on. I'm going to have more plants coming down here. That's why I got 2. I will also be showing you how to water your seedlings. You'll need a watering can with some water and a turkey baster. So I just wanted to give you an update on the seedlings, and the parsley has just started sprouting after 8 days. As you can see, that one's just sprouting, and there's one just there and there. So the parsley takes the longest to sprout. They're still sitting on a heat mat, and the parsley I will keep in here until they mostly germinate. Check on your seedlings every day, but after 2 or 3 days you'll notice that the soil is looking dry and it's time to water them. This is how your soil will look like when it looks like it's dry and it's time to water them. Always water your plants in the tray from the bottom. You don't want to water it from the top. Fill it up about 1/4 of the way, because remember There are drainage holes from the bottom. The roots need watering. You don't need watering from the top. Another way you can tell if your seedlings need watering, if the containers feel like they're light. When they're heavy, you'll know that there is moisture inside. So I'll keep the water in here for only about an hour or so. You don't want to keep them in there all day and all night, because then they'll start getting root rot. And I'll show you how to take them out after they've been absorbed after half an hour to 1 hour. It's been 1 hour that I've watered the seedlings, and I'll show you now how to extract the water. Using a turkey baster, take it all out like that. Remove the water, back in your watering can. Remove all the water from the trays. Don't leave anything in there. It's been 2 weeks now, and the seedlings have started to get some true leaves. This is the parsley. That's the true leaf there. These are the baby leaves that had sprouted. You'll need to start feeding your plants with some plant food, organic fertilizer, or compost tea as soon as they start getting their true leaves. This is the parsley. That's the true leaf there. These are the baby leaves that had sprouted. Feed them every 7 days, but water them every 2 or 3 days when you see that their soil is dry. I'm going to place 1 teaspoon of this to some water. Mix it up, and always water from the bottom of the tray. Keep this in here for about half an hour to 1 hour so the soil can extract the nutrients, and then you have to extract the water out so you don't get root rot. I'll be taking the vegetables out every day for half an hour under shade to harden off, which is to accumulate to the weather, to the sun. You need to do this every day, and then increase it by an hour, and then 2 hours, and then maybe a full day, but always bring them inside during the night. And I will be doing this before I pot them out in the containers. This is an update on the parsley and spring onions. Because they're overgrowing from their trays, because the trays are too shallow, I'll be separating them and potting them up in different containers. First, I'll get a container, fill it up with some soil, make an indent. I'll separate the plants. Take off the weakest parsley out. Put the strongest one in. Put some extra soil to pot it up. Spray them with some neem oil. When I separate them like these in these containers, I will scoop them out and plant them in the containers, in the large containers, in about 2 weeks. It's been 6 weeks since I planted the parsley from seed. Now it's time to plant them in a container. These are the equipment that you will need. You will need some vegetable organic potting mix, some mulch or wood chips for drainage, organic vegetable fertilizer, earthworm castings, water-soluble organic fertilizer. This is the potting mix, the wood chips or mulch. You'll need some water, a 5-gallon container with drainage holes. These are the parsley, and you will need a label. First thing you need to do is add the mulch at the bottom of the container. Just lay it down like that, and then add the potting mix. Make sure there's no clumps, just like that. Now we're going to add a cup of the earthworm castings. Just spread it out just like that. Mix it up. Going to add 3 tablespoons of the fertilizer. Add the specified amount for that particular vegetable. For parsley, it's 3 tablespoons. Just spread it out like that and mix it all in. You don't need to add any extra fertilizer during the growing season. It's a slow releasing fertilizer. Now, because I have 4 pots of the parsley, I'm going to put them in 4 holes. Spread them out just like this. So we'll put the first one in here. Turn them upside down, just like that. Just pops out. Just spread the roots just like this. Place them inside. Cover it with the soil. Make another hole in here. Add the second one. Pop it upside down. Spread the roots like this. Add the third container. I love parsley. That's why I'm going to plant a whole container of parsley. I use parsley in dolma, in tapula, and in a lot of recipes that I make. Now I'm going to add the water-soluble fertilizer. You will need to add half a cup in the water. Mix it up. Water the parsley. Add some wood chips or mulch around the plants to retain moisture. And don't forget to label. It's been 2.5 weeks since I transplanted the parsley in a container. Now it's time to harvest them. Parsley in Assyrian is called karafis. I love using parsley in tapula, salad, or chopped up in many recipes like dolma. For all recipes using parsley, don't forget to check out my playlist on recipes using parsley. Now you'll know that the parsley is ready to harvest when you see that there are 3 leaves on one stem. See, like that? So we can just cut them off just from there, from the stem, like that, so they can regrow. I love parsley. I've planted so many seeds in here. They smell beautiful. These are flat leaf parsley. I love using these. You can leave the small ones still in the container so they can grow a bit more. The best time to harvest is during the morning. It's like picking flowers. Always cut with clean scissors. Don't rip out the roots. Just like that. I'll leave the smaller, younger parsley in there to regrow. Look beautiful. Just keep watering them every day and water them with the water-soluble organic fertilizer once a week. If you're not going to use your parsley straight away, put them in a vase with some water and put them on your kitchen bench. Just like that. Keeps them fresh and easy to use. Remember to subscribe to my channel, like, comment and share this video with your friends. Happy gardening, everyone!